What's up, Extra Butter listeners? On today's episode, we dive into episode 3 of the Adam Sandler series, The Sandman, who we all know and love. This is the Happy Gilmore episode. Spoiler alert, Happy Gilmore 1 and Happy Gilmore 2, which by now came out last week on Friday. If you haven't watched it yet, like we always say, watch before you listen. Rewatch 1 before you watch 2 to get the full feel for what's about to happen. But we're rolling into Happy Gilmore, the double feature. Episode 15, a 1996 and a 2025 comedy sport. Legendary Sandler, probably his best movie of all time for people that have watched a ton of Sandler, most iconic movie of all time. We are blending the two of them. So if you haven't seen it, make sure you go watch it. If you haven't seen the first one, I hope you never come back because we don't want you here. We also had seen a Scream Unseen, Geese's first ever Screen Unseen, where the Scream Unseen is a horror film. So we dive into that a little bit. We've got our gears to grind. We've got Oscars to give out, and we are doing a popcorn draft. So remember our Fantastic Four from about a month ago, trying to do a little bit of a Mount Rushmore feel to every set of 4 of episodes and picking a new topic. Today, we are going to do the popcorn draft for your ideal foursome in honor of golf, yourself included, and a caddy based on movie characters throughout time. So excited for that. A little bit of a snake draft, predetermined order of a wheel spin prior to jumping on and talking to you guys. Hoping for a great episode, guys. Go find us on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on X, the Everything app. Everything happens on X for every update. Movies to come, movies that have come out, clips, reels, you name it. Like, subscribe, comment. Can't wait to jump into this one, guys. Critter, roll the tape.
Extra, extra butter on the corn for me. Extra, extra butter. I hope they don't charge a fee. But it won't matter anyway. I got a good movie to play. I'm gonna ask my friends to stay extra butter for me.
This is episode 15, and Geese, you went to your first Screen Unseen, which was a Scream Unseen for those out there that have been listening to us talk about the AMC Screen Unseen. Geese, now an A-list premiere member, finally went to a Screen Unseen. Scream Unseen means thrills and chills, guaranteed horror film, rated R. What'd you think?
Are we not doing the intro?
We already did the intro, big dog. We are in the middle of the podcast.
Really? Oh, my God, you're right.
Yeah.
Jeez. We were waiting there for so long. I'm sorry.
Take it away, bud.
The Screen Unseen, greatest concept known to man.
That's a good one. That's a good
it
one.
is. Okay. Not knowing what you're going into. For this one specifically, you knew it was a horror, right? The name kind of says horror, but this one, the movie that we saw, which was The Room.
The Home.
Right? The Home. Sorry. That was
Good start. Keep going. You're killing it.
You're The Home was like psychological horror thriller, I guess. But overall, fantastic experience. Yeah.
This is a great start to the podcast.
Psychological thriller as in like it comes at night type psychological?
No.
What's the island one
movie that we all loved?
What's the island movie?
Shutter Island.
Leonardo? Yeah, Shutter Island.
It was a horror. I mean, it was a psychological horror. I mean, there's tons of gore. I mean, it's about as textbook as a gory, not top tier horror as you can get. I'm so glad that you went because I've been dying waiting for you to go to one of these and just get the experience to like go sit down and have no idea what's about to come on screen. And I thought it was going to be Together with Dave Franco. And
that's what I thought too.
The last preview that we had in our theater was Together. And I was like, fuck. And I was sitting next to my work buddy and his girlfriend. And I was like, I thought this was going to be it, and he knew what it was. He looks it up. But The Home, very hard to describe. I thought the plot was unreal.
Yeah.
Very, very good plot. Subpar casting. Pete Davidson.
You're
Davidson. Pete Davidson was the lead, which you see him in my brain. I told Geese this. The first thing I see is Pete. I immediately knew Lexi went with, and I'm like, I think she loves Pete Davidson. Me, and I think Geese as well. Not big Pete Davidson guys.
No.
Not a big Pete guy, but seeing him in a movie like this was also like, I just immediately thought the movie was going to be ass.
Yep.
And the plot was pretty damn good. The whole
plot definitely carried that movie, though. I mean, obviously, right? But
yeah,
I was most impressed with the plot. You can bag on a lot of this movie, but that you can't. That was fantastic.
Yeah, the turn, like everything about the plot twist was on par. Pete Davidson, I thought, did a good job. Like I said, weird to see him in a role like this. Only name I can think of off the top of my head that you would know just by looking and watching the movie is Pete Davidson. But yeah, incredible psychological thriller, horror. It's based on Pete being, on his community service for getting arrested again. Goes to do it at a nursing home, an old people home, and he's like he cleans essentially. He's just the guy who lives on the 3rd floor, picks up garbage, cleans, helps people out, whatever. And the twists and turns are unbelievable. Now, the movie, the plot is great. The ending is just an absolute. They knew that the movie was too good to be true at this point, so let's just throw it all away by just going all out at the end. I mean, just a crazy ending. Like, plot's there, twist was there, your blood's going, you got a little bit of, chills here and there of just like what's going to happen next. And then they just finish it off by just trying to tank the whole goddamn thing with Pete just going absolute haywire. But again, Screen Unseen strikes again, because another movie I probably never would have gone to see in theaters.
I didn't even know it was in theaters.
I've never even seen the trailer, never knew anything about it. I think it just came out, and I think it's showing like 3 times a day. No IMAX, no Dolby. Just kind of like 40 Acres, the first one I saw, just something that's going to be playing. But super happy that you went to this one, because it is an incredible experience to go.
I'm booked for the next one too. We got we have a PG rating this time, so really? Lexi thinks it's going to be Freaky Friday 2.
I thought that too.
That's probably what it is. I just feel like that's like the most. Maybe it won't be. Who knows?
Isn't it Freakier Friday, not Freaky Friday 2?
I don't. I do not
trust. You can't trust Geese.
You can't. Yeah.
No.
That. We know one
PG has me worried, because I'm 4 for 4 on movies that I was happy with being there for.
I think that I was telling Lexi this. I don't think they will ever put a bad movie on that. Like, it's to generate interest in the film, because now that I've told more people to watch The Home than I have Superman, and I love Superman.
Yeah, but I saw Jurassic World, so it's like...
And you told me about it, then I saw it.
I know, but it definitely could be a shit movie. Like, you can't rule out the fact that you sit down there and you don't like it. I mean, right. But The Home wasn't a great movie.
It. I mean, it was enjoyable, though.
Yeah, no, I'm 4 for 4 on enjoying the movie, but I think there very well could be a time where we sit down and the movie starts and it is not something that we ever would recommend to somebody.
It'll happen. We
had some crazy movie trailers to the lead up of this as well. A lot of horror coming out, a lot of questionable horror coming out. So excited for when those movies actually hit streaming, and I'll give them a tune in.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're pumped for Bambi. Yeah, there's a possessed Bambi movie coming out. It's just this deer that's just a fucking tank.
It's dude. A moose.
It looks awful. I mean, awful. It is the worst preview I've ever seen. Like, the preview didn't even for a second get me interested in wanting to watch that movie. But like, now that I'm talking about it, I'm talking about it, it's like you're gonna have to watch it.
Our theater laughed at it.
It's gonna be like a Sharknado type movie.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Or like Winnie the Pooh when he went fucking haywire. I never saw that one, but like Pooh Bear, they like had Winnie the Pooh turned into a horror movie. Yeah, here you go, Bambi the Reckoning. It's just a fucking monster demon possessed deer, and the preview was not good. What did they rate this? 7.9 stars.
Watch it when it comes to not theaters.
I think we're gonna have to, but
Yeah.
7 out of 10 IMDb. I mean, maybe not gonna be
No.
dog shit. No, it was 7 out of 10.
I
I
know.
saw it.
I don't believe that for a minute.
No rating yet. It's not out yet, Crit. That movie looked terrible. But yeah, there are good horror movies together coming out very soon. Weapons comes out in about a week or a week and a half. I already got my ticket for that one. Horror films, my bread and butter. I'll watch them all. Go see The Home, Screen Unseen, Scream Unseen, PG next week. Gears to Grind, a fan favorite topic of the podcast. I know, Geese, you had a gear to grind this week. Would love to dive in.
Yeah, it's really just bathroom etiquette, if you want to call it that. Piss on the seat in an office. I mean, we have central bathrooms, so it's not like my office. The people that I work with are respectful of others. Some guy in my office keeps pissing on the seat, not cleaning it up. I'm about to lose my shit. You're in an office, dude. I'm not your mother. I've cleaned it up once already. 2 is not going to happen. I don't know how, as a respectable adult, you can piss on a public toilet. Fucking leave it there. And act, and just be all gung-ho, having a great day. Like, the janitor has to clean that up. Other people clean that up. I have to fucking shit, dude. I don't want to have to deal with your piss when I'm turtle head poking out. All right? Like,
I feel like your office sucks ass because I feel like we've heard office etiquette be brought up now multiple times.
yeah, the building, the people on my floor are jackasses. I can't stand them. I hate them.
God forbid we get the vape out, though.
No,
but,
I
agree.
hope they watch this.
I do agree. I do agree with you because, like, when you live with a female, it's just muscle memory at that point.
Yeah.
Put the seat up, put the seat down. I still think just in an overarching principle of that whole topic is bullshit. I'm not sitting down to piss. You are, so you put it down and put it back up, so I don't have to touch your butt stains on the seat.
Yeah.
And put the seat up so I can pee. So the concept of put it up, put it down for women, I don't understand it. But if you're gonna take a leak, put the toilet seat up.
Yeah.
Next bathroom.
There's urinals in there, dude.
Yeah.
This guy goes to a stall to stand and pee. If you're going to the stall to pee, just sit down. It's meant for you to sit on it. But there's urinals right next to it. I don't understand. That's why I'm so pissed.
What's the layout of this bathroom?
You walk in, 3 sinks, 2 urinals, 2 normal stalls, 1 handicap stall.
Which one's he pissing at?
The first stall, which is my stall that I go in.
Handicap?
So
he's doing the handicap.
I don't go into the handicap just in case. There's no handicap people on my floor that I know of.
I was gonna ask.
But
I'm a big dude though. I like.
I've jumped in there a couple times. Don't get me wrong, but I like going to the first one. That's just my zone. But he walks by the urinals to go piss on the seat.
Bullshit.
It's disgusting.
Then you gotta worry about piss on the seat.
Yeah. I can't understand it. Just in an office environment, you want to do that at home? By all means, go for it. But, like, I'm not your mother. I'm about to print out signs and say, "Clean up your piss, asshole." And then from there,
figure out who does it. Print a picture of them.
I should just sit in there and just wait. Everyone walking by me, like, "How you doing?"
I am gonna check if you pissed on that seat.
Hey!
We have a 2.
You wash your hands.
We have a 2 urinal, 2 stall in my office building, and that has nothing to do with piss on the seat. There's no other company on my floor, so you would know it's somebody in our office. But to the handicap, non-handicap point, there's 1 handicap, 1 non. I always take stall 1 as well, not because of the thought. I know there's no handicap people because everybody that goes to that bathroom is in my office. But I play a lot of Clash Royale on the John. And better cell service in the smaller stall. If you go to the handicap one, you're going to lag out of a game and you're going to lose. So,
that is true. That is true. It's crazy how one stall changes, and it's like you have little signal that you can get online, and number 2 is you have jack shit and you're sitting with your thoughts.
You're going to lose a game. You're not going to be able to put a parlay in. You're not going to be able to refresh X. Everything happens on X. It's just a bad time. You got to go to stall one. But
I'll talk about my office bathrooms. Working in construction, they're porta shitters, and you get great self-service in them. And there's always piss in the seat. So I don't know what to tell you there.
I am more okay if that's the case. You know, porta potty's a porta potty, man. Like,
I don't know. There's some good ones.
There is.
There's some bad ones.
I think you can appreciate a good porta potty.
It's been hot out here, and we had about a good 15, 20 degrees in them things. So
oh yeah,
2 for 1. You're getting a sauna and a bathroom.
That's like a Mike Leach RIP.
Dude, the ones that have the sinks are top tier.
Oh, we don't. Come on, we don't get those.
Oh no, I know you don't.
You get a little, hand sanitizer.
I've never seen a sink. I've never seen a sink in a porta potty, but I've seen the little urinal side edition. Those are nice.
Oh yeah, no,
those are
and typically, I will say typically if I'm going to be pissing in a porta potty, I'm probably somewhere where I'm drinking alcohol. Like very rarely am I just going to happen to have to use a porta potty.
Right.
At work, in the field, in the construction, obviously makes sense. But like I'm usually at a concert or a workouting at a park, whatever. Another thing about a porta potty, when you're drinking a beer, the ones that have the little shelf on the top left corner, it's tough to beat.
Yeah.
So shout out.
Should we do a porta potty ranking?
I think as we roll into Oscars, I think a team Oscar here would be a good porta potty. A good porta potty would be a great Oscar to give, and I guess to transition into it, because we got to give an Oscar to a good porta potty. Mine kind of goes hand in hand with that. I got it right here. It actually went through voting. A lot of voters came in, but this week's Oscar goes to a good pen. Ooh. I think a good pen is very hard to find, and when you do, you don't want to lose it. You don't want somebody to steal it, and you want to find more. I am currently working with a Papermate Flare Medium. I've got a black one here. I got a green one here.
Let me see the tip of that thing.
It's like a marker. It's kind of like a marker. Yeah. It's kind of like a Sharpie pen, but like
those are solid.
Nope. When you get wanted a that's what she said, I literally softballed that to you guys.
I didn't. My brain is on pens right now.
Let me see the tip of that thing.
Yeah, well, I can show you a tip of a couple things, but the Papermate Flare Medium Point pen glides, and when you find a good pen that glide, like you don't want to just, you always sometimes you get a bad pen, you got to scribble on something else to start writing, and like you're tracing, and like the good things about these is they're Sharpie kind of equivalent to it's kind of a marker, but there's no bleed. There's no bleed through. Like if you're on a front and back on a notebook, it's not going through to the next page, or you can still write on the back and see what you wrote down. Like a good pen deserves an Oscar this week, and that's where my Oscar goes to.
Yeah,
Trev,
good call.
What do you got?
Golf related, Happy Gilmore related. Glizzy's at the turn.
Oh,
Glizzy's at the turn. The one we had today was in like a Texas toast roll. And it was an all beef frank with ketchup and spicy mustard. It just hit, my attitude just turned right around. I was playing good golf. And I kept going.
I bet
it was unreal. Served in one of those tinfoil, in a little holder.
I'll tell you this: Glizzy at the turn, it could be the worst hot dog.
Doesn't matter what type of hot dog.
Soggy bun. Like, it does not matter. Like, it is still going to hit. So when you get a good one like that, you're not expecting it.
No, this place is nice. So I was expecting to be a little bit nicer, but yeah, it does not matter.
No.
It doesn't matter.
That'll get the blood flowing.
Oh yeah.
That's a great award.
Yeah. There were a couple candidates, but
Glizzy's at the turn is tough to beat.
Glizzy at the turn.
It's a good one.
Who's next? Anybody want it?
I'll take it. Dispensary workers is my Oscar this week. Picked up my 3-month supply of marijuana, and those guys are always great. So I get in, I get out. They give me what I need. for
let
me.
me get some context in here, guys.
What?
Pre pod conversation. He doesn't want to show us. He's telling us he doesn't want to
Yeah,
vape.
I'm
on
talking
screen.
about it. I'm not doing it. Like
Jesus, you don't make sense sometimes.
There's obviously
Alex.
a difference there.
I want my co-office people to know I hate you.
I hate
I
them.
smoke. I buy weed in a 3-month
and I
quarterly
buy
supply.
weed,
Yeah,
but
I
I will
don't want
not.
them to see me
I will
vape.
not vape on camera.
That makes 0 sense.
it makes perfect sense.
Can
but-
I get more context on the workers? Like, what do they do for you? Like, is it just a word to all of them, or there's got to be some shit?
No, I mean there's a couple of them that I get every single time. One of them put me on the friends and family discount. So
Okay.
That was way prior though. I just always go back to the same place. Their whole building just got renovated, so it's all super clean and everything now. But the same guys are always work there, and they always take care of me. So Oscar to them.
And they probably never got an Oscar, so
No,
didn't
I
do
tip
time.
the shit out of my fucking dispensary guys too, because
That's big time.
why
They know
not?
what they're talking about. Good word. Critter, what do you got this week for us?
Mine's just the state of Colorado, really. I guess more specifically the mountains. We were up there today golfing. I did not get a glizzy.
Ooh.
I got chicken tenders, and I am glad I did because they used to have those Texas toast rolls. They didn't have them anymore.
Tendies at the turn. What'd you get for
They cheapened up and threw the little poppy seed ones at you. But yeah, Lindsay was really excited for that hot dog, and it was still good, she said, but it wasn't that Texas toast bun. So, but yeah, just Oscar goes to Colorado in general, but I don't get up to the mountains nearly enough, and when I do, it just takes my breath away every time.
It does not get old. I drive towards them every single morning, and it's just you never get bored of looking at them.
I drive home at them, and you could say it 1,000 times. And Trav, you've been out here. We've done a hike. Like, any pictures you take, like, until you actually are boots on the ground and you get a chance to do a little hike or drive, even if you drive to the top of a mountain, you get out of the car, a little look off. You can't beat it. It's unbelievable. And like, yeah, we live out here. You take it for granted, but when you do get out there, it's like, whew, night and day. You can't see that where we're from.
We're near the Adirondacks up here in New York right now. Cool, but very thick. So you're not looking at mountains, but a lot of elevation change and driving and all that stuff. So I think Colorado takes the cake in all mountain ranges because
All those
you can seeing them.
Did you see any, Crit?
we saw 2 deer. 2 years ago, we went golfing, and this elk just came. It was like a 1-year-old, maybe 2.
Yeah, I thought it was mating season.
Right up to that green. I think it was like 6, and just started taking his horns and messing with the flag stick, and then pranced right over to the next tee box.
Oh, so elk mating season is mid-September to mid-October. That's when those guys are like fucking cockroaches. They're just fucking everywhere.
Like, actually fucking? Yeah.
I think I think that's what we're saying.
Both are true at the same time.
Yeah.
That's how great of a word that is.
Another thing about Colorado too is like being from Illinois, deer when you're driving, you're like it comes out of nowhere. It's flying. Like in Colorado, like those deer, elk, goat, anything, like they'll just cross the street and walk. They don't give a shit about you. No. Like in Estes Park, especially, like you're gonna have if you see a lot of cars backed up or pulled off, just assume there's an animal somewhere because they are not darting across the street. They're moseying on over, and you're gonna stop or your car's gonna be in pretty big trouble. But good Oscars, boys. I want to get into the draft, the popcorn draft. This set of 4 this series during the Sandman series. Wanted to do a golf theme. Critter did a great job picking a theme here that put a little bit of a challenge on us because we are going with the ideal foursome with a caddy of any movie characters of all time. So yourself included, we picked 3 golfers. Well, we haven't picked yet, but we did a little preparation this time because last time we had no honorable mentions. We didn't know who was in what movie. We looked like clowns. So hopefully this time's a little bit different. We are jumping into a popcorn draft, pre-decided order. It will be a snake draft, but it is going to be 3 golfers in the foursome. You will be one of the golfers, so you'll be golfing with these 3 people, plus a caddy. I don't know how these guys all kind of determined their picks or the people that are on the list. If we're having a good time, if we're playing for prize money, if our caddy's something nice to look at, or somebody that's going to also shoot the shit. But I want to roll into the popcorn draft of the ideal foursome plus a caddy. And our first pick, based on the wheel spin prior to the podcast, will go to Alex Giesler. 1-1. Are we going
The
caddy or are we
dude.
going golfer?
The dude. 1-1.
Is that the Big
The
Lebowski?
Big Lebowski. Yes, sir.
Why?
I'm going for just super chill, enjoyable vibes. That's the guy. I mean,
he is the dude. He is the dude. So the dude's off the board. I was wheel spin number 2, and my 1-1's still here, and it would be Peter LaFleur from Dodgeball. Vince
pick.
Vaughn. You know, when we had this topic picked out, I kind of took it in a 2-step approach of actors or actresses I wanted to golf with. So Vince Vaughn, you know, making a clear-cut choice. And then you get into all his characters, and Pete LaFleur is an average Joe, a good dodgeball player, and he's going to be a good time. Give me Pete LaFleur, and I'll take him in my cart as well. Pick 3 is Trav.
No, that's me.
No. Pick 3 is Crit. Like I said.
We can go the same actor though, right?
Sure.
Yeah, I think what we one character per actor per person.
Sure.
That should be good. Yeah. Who we got, Crit?
So I think because I basically just gave away my pick, I guess I'm going to go with Jeremy Vince Vaughn from Wedding Crashers.
Jeremy Gray was on
My
my
only
list.
condition is when we get to start off on hole 1, one of my favorite quotes in the movie. As long as he says when we get going, let's shoot some birds, I'm psyched. That's all I want.
I think it's a great pick. It's a nice sloppy second to Pete LaFleur. I had him on my list, but he ended up falling short of Peter. So good pick, but not better than mine. Trev, 4 and 5.
How are we doing a draft and we're not picking Happy Gilmore, gentlemen? Happy Gilmore.
Clearly a easy pick there, Trav. I'm not surprised.
Easy pick, and I just I don't know if I'd want to golf with Happy Gilmore.
I would
God,
love
he
to
just
golf with him.
beat the fuck out of you.
I don't know if
No,
Happy
he'd beat out of
Gilmore.
you.
I'm not playing
Happy
with
Gilmore-
him.
Older Happy Gilmore from Happy Gilmore 2, I would prefer to golf with than young Happy Gilmore 1.
I'd love the vibes. I'm gonna go with caddy Ron Burgundy.
Ron Burgundy is a
That's my
caddy.
second pick.
Okay. Why Ron Burgundy as a caddy?
Vibes. I mean, he's gonna commentate maybe a little bit and give you some one-liners, coach you up.
That's
Knows
an
nothing
interesting-
about golf probably, but he's gonna
That's
give
an
you some
interesting take on
fun
the
quotes.
caddy. I did not go.
I will
that
tell
route.
you this. I was gonna go the dude.
No,
for
it's
my
it.
caddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we have had one off the board already.
Yep.
Okay. Happy Gilmore and Burgundy first caddy off the board.
Yep.
Critter, back to you.
I think I'm going to go with Matthew McConaughey in his role as David in Dazed and Confused.
Great pick.
A little
Interesting.
stoner vibes, I guess, but laid back. Yeah, just
So we got-
probably one of my
we got
favorite
Jeremy
roles
and
by him.
David.
It's very early in his career.
Not on my list. Good pick. Back to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Dewey Finn, Jack Black, and School of Rock. We're looking
Great
for
pick.
vibes. We want
Great
some
vibes.
fucking dogs. We got Pete LaFleur and Dewey Finn out on the golf course driving the other cart. I want him driving.
Yeah.
It's tough to beat Jack Black. I looked into a lot of his characters, and when I saw Dewey Finn,
no,
it
that
was a
one
no-brainer.
that's a good pick. And I am following you in the music category. I'm going Wayne Campbell, Wayne's World.
Okay. Got some old school movies coming in.
My number 3
Hold on.
might be.
Is this a turnaround? Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the turn.
Confuse me.
Number 3 is Genie by Robin Williams and Aladdin.
Okay.
Okay.
None of these are on my list. Genie by Rob. Okay.
Animated.
Yeah.
I dig it.
I didn't know we were opening the door to the animated.
I did.
I was thinking about it, but I didn't do it myself.
You got to think outside the box sometimes.
I just think that he's not going to be able to go golf. He's not a real person.
He's
But
Genie.
they'll get
Though.
you some wishes, though.
Yeah. I want to hit
Well.
this ball 450 yards. Pow. Yeah.
My third pick is between a few people, and one's a childhood hero. One is a drunk, and the other is just an all-time vibes guy. And I know we're going to do some honorable mentions. It really hurts me that two of these three guys are not going to be able to make the foursome here. And I think for vibes, the fourth golfer on this foursome is going to have to be Coach Morris Buttermaker, Bad News Bears, Billy Bob Thornton. Get him on the golf cart. You can't predict what he's going to give you. I think the vibes of Morris Buttermaker with Dewey Finn and Pete LaFleur and myself are going to be at an all-time high. You don't know what you're going to get. A lot of booze is going to be drank. But Coach Morris Buttermaker is going to be taking that fourth seat.
I dig it. Goes to me, right?
Ready?
I know. Go crit, right?
I'm going to do, when you said drunk, I thought you were for sure going to take this for some reason. But I'm going to go,
Buttermaker definitely.
He's bringing some rum. Give me Captain Jack Sparrow.
He was on the list.
Yeah.
I thought about adding him.
He was on my list. He didn't make the final cut, but he was on my list. Captain Jack would be a tough vibes we had to beat.
I think you'd have to doctor him up right away. Get him going.
Yeah.
Like a full bottle almost.
Oh, that's a given.
I'm gonna go. I'm stuck between two.
You got two picks.
I'm back to back here.
Yeah, this is your 3 and 4 right here. Your last two golfers.
I'm gonna go Austin Powers from Goldmember.
Oh, yeah. I didn't have him. Why did I not think of him?
He's driving the cart with what's it? Hold on, I gotta figure out the
I didn't even think of Austin Powers.
Donnie from Wolf of Wall Street, Jonah Hill's character.
Yeah,
Donnie. Okay, I wanted a Jonah Hill character and I couldn't get one that I felt good about.
Yeah, so
I didn't think of Wolf of Wall Street.
I got
Is he getting stuck like this?
Yep, I got both of those guys in the cart. I don't know if I'm driving or riding with Happy. I think I got to drive Happy and let him just hey, you got this. I can bring Happy to his happy place. I'd have to drive him,
It's just going to be a fun graphic to put out there of these characters with us. Yeah. We're going to have to get a good headshot of ourselves out there.
I can see Ron Burgundy riding on the back of my golf cart.
Ron Burgundy's a good pick because I'm curious where the other caddies are going to go because I definitely didn't think – I had Ron Burgundy on the radar for golfing, but not the caddy and the way you described it.
Actually, he's got to have his own cart. He has to have his own cart with Baxter.
Baxter.
Is that cheating if I have a dog with?
No, I think it comes with.
Okay. Baxter's driving.
Good roundabout. Critter, to wrap us up with your 4, or I guess your caddy. You got your 4. Ron Burgundy was not where I saw the caddies going, but
Once you're done picking, give me your full list and who's driving, who's riding. I think it's a good visual.
I think I'm going to go with. I don't know whether to go. I want comedy or distraction. I think I'm going to go with Carl. Bill Murray from Caddyshack as my caddy.
Yeah.
okay.
He may just leave me behind after he gets struck by lightning, but that's all right.
He's got good stories for you.
Yeah, he'll have good stories for me. But
I think he'd drive you fucking nuts. That guy's.
I think that's I mean, I would just unleash him on you guys. Just be like, hey, we got.
I tell you what,
you
guys are making me. You guys are making me second guess my caddy here because I was I thought we were going
Hold
female.
I need to hear Crit's arrangement.
I think I'm for sure riding with McConaughey and Dazed and Confused.
Okay.
And then, yeah, Captain Jack and Jeremy riding in a cart with Alan on the back of a cart. Either one, it doesn't matter which one.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
Not Alan, sorry. That was Carl on the other on the back.
I dig it.
It's a good group. You guys got me a little shook on the caddy here because I do now that I'm looking at my list. I have a great caddy if we're going to continue to go caddies that are guys, and you need a wingman. I got a guy, but I made a list of girls and movie characters to get the females involved here. Some personal. I'm married, love my wife. No harm, no foul. You can shop, you just can't make a purchase. However, got some iconic female characters here that I could take the biggest crush that I got in Hollywood. I can take probably the best looking girl for some people ever, especially in this movie. Or I can take a wingman who would be an incredible caddy. And I think for vibes and the way that we've talked about the caddy, I got to go with the wingman here. I'm going to go caddy for me, Cal Naughton Jr., Talladega Nights. Shake it before you bake it, baby. Peanut butter and Lay's. Give me Cal Naughton Jr. Talk to me about a better wingman than fucking Cal Naughton Jr., John C. Reilly from Talladega Nights. He was on my golf list, but the more you guys talked about the caddy, I was like looking at his name. And he was one of the guys I was going to pick for the golfing, but I think as a caddy, you can't beat it.
Shake and bake after good shots.
Yeah, I mean that you talk about a hype man. So the way it's going to work, I think I said I was driving earlier. I'm actually not going to drive, but I would like to be in the passenger seat of Pete LaFleur's golf cart. It's obviously my 1-1. I'm going to sit down with Pete, and then we're going to throw Morris Buttermaker and Dewey Finn in a cart together. And we're gonna have Cal Naughton in his race car on the golf cars behind us.
Yes, behind you clearly. Yeah. Or in front of you, and then you pass him.
We could slingshot on the 18th.
Love that.
Geese, round it out. Who's your caddy?
All right.
He's got his caddy.
I have no, I don't have my caddy yet, but I have my third pick, and then I have my caddy. I have 2 picks.
No, you have 1 pick left.
Didn't you do the dude as your caddy?
No, he wasn't. But you are right. I do have 1 pick left.
Yeah, I know how
this is my caddy. Yeah, sorry, I forgot. This one might be a little out of pocket for everything that we've picking, but I'm going Mona Lisa Vito from My Cousin Vinny. If you haven't seen that movie, shame on you. Go watch it. She's fantastic. The actress is Marissa Tomei. Smoke show.
Let me get a visual here.
Interesting.
Shame on me.
I didn't know who the fuck she was.
Mona Lisa Vito. She is co-star with Joe Pesci, and she's an Italian, and she just busts balls. So, love the energy. My order is going to be me and the dude. We'll give Mona Lisa Vito her own cart, and then we're going to have, or I'm sorry, we'll have the genie and Wayne Campbell and the other cart.
The genie has got to be the most wild pick of this entire draft. Mona Lisa Vito is in that woman is in Fantastic Four. Did I just see that right? Am I tripping?
It's probably just because I've been going.
She's in Spider-Man.
Okay.
She's Aunt May and Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
Not a bad draft. I feel like the only one that I think got stolen was the dude.
I literally thought you said caddy right away. Maybe that's just because I was thinking that way.
Nope.
What honorable mentions do you guys have?
I have Peter Griffin, Ricky Bobby, Jessica
Can we just
Rabbit,
cut animated people out of this.
Stanley
Peter Griffin's not even. Does Family Guy have a movie?
Yeah. I don't know what it's called. I know they have a movie.
I don't think they do. I don't think they do. Keep going through your fucking honorable mentions, but
Stanley Lipkiss, The Mask, Michael Scott, Deadpool, Alan, The Hangover, and
not in a movie.
That was it. Huh?
Michael Scott's not in a movie.
Whatever. I didn't pick him. Honorable
I would have
mentions,
had Ted Lasso, but he's not in a movie. I wanted
Stewie
Jason
Griffin, The
Sudeikis.
Untold Story, 2005, not rated.
I saw that. No, I did. I do know
Suck
that.
my
They
ass.
played it. They played it in like episodes on TV, so it was like hard to follow. Honorable mentions. Trav Crit. You want me to go? Who's got some?
I just had one. I was either gonna do Ron Burgundy or Jackie Moon, semi-pro.
Jackie Moon. Yeah. I was looking for a Will Ferrell character too. I didn't come across Jackie Moon. It's a good one. I had my childhood hero was Tommy Oliver, White Power Ranger.
It would have been a great pick, Brendan.
It just for the vibes of what we had going on, it didn't feel like it fit.
Yeah,
but Tommy Oliver is one that we left off. Sonny Koufax, shout out Adam Sandler, Big Daddy. Sonny Koufax would have been a good one. I had Phil Winnick, Hangover, Bradley Cooper's character, but I feel like he's kind of an asshole too. Tallahassee from Zombieland, Woody Harrelson. Yep. Great character.
That's a good one.
Andy Brewster, Paul Rudd, Wet Hot American Summer. Kind of a douche, but very funny movie, very funny character. I had Rich, don't know his last name, Dane Cook, Employee of the Month. That's a vibes guy. Joe Dirt. Would have been a good golfer.
Fuck.
John Weddle, 21 Jump Street, Channing Tatum. Dick Kelly, Dirty Grandpa, Robert De Niro. Sonny Hayes, just because I've seen the movie 3 times now and love Brad Pitt, but I don't think he would have fit the mold of what we were looking for in this golf trip. I had Jack Sparrow, and I thought, and now that we got to the end of the golfers list, my first thought for Geese was Tony Stark. I thought was going to be on the golf cart.
He almost made the
and
list.
For Travis, I thought, shocked actually that this guy didn't get on the golf trip, was Tom Callahan.
Yeah,
Tom Callahan, Tommy Boy.
Yeah,
it would have been a tough guy to have on.
He's probably the same as Tommy Oliver for you,
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he could golf, but
if it was just me,
and him, now
that would have been the pick. Type thing.
Yeah. My caddy list was all females because I thought that's the route we were going, but I'm glad I went with Cal. Had some heavy hitters here. I left a couple off that I thought you guys were going to take, but we took it in a totally different direction. I had Harley Quinn on there. Margot Robbie is extremely attractive. Harley Quinn, awesome character. Would have been a good vibes chick. I had Becca Mitchell, my all-time crush. Pitch Perfect, Anna Kendrick. I had Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman. Enough said. I had Elizabeth
in the outfit. In the outfit.
Oh yeah, yeah. These are in character for all of these people, no doubt. I had Elizabeth Swann, Keira Knightley from Pirates of the Caribbean. Shout out, old school movie, good looking female. I had probably the one that was the most iconic that I thought somebody was for sure going to take and we didn't, was Michaela Baines. Megan Fox Transformers 1.
Ooh.
I mean, talk about a caddy. And the fun pick that I had based on the Sandman series would be a great caddy, Veronica Vaughn. Billy Madison would have been another good caddy to have. So I had a lot of preparation here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had Al from Caddyshack. I almost went dynamic duo with the Wedding Crashers and did John Owen Wilson's character because those two are just two peas in a pod. Ty from Caddyshack was on there.
Yeah.
I had Morgan Freeman's character in Shawshank, Ellis.
Okay.
Just for the calming, soothing Morgan Freeman
Yeah.
voice. Iron Man. I had Naomi from Wolf of Wall Street, Margot Robbie's character.
That's why
do spread eagle and distract you guys on the tee box.
That's why I went with Harley Quinn, because I thought for sure Naomi was getting picked.
And Alan from Hangover was my other one.
Your mind lists were pretty similar.
Time and piss someone off. You're not supposed to hit it 10 feet in front of you, right?
Interested to see what everybody thinks about who they'd like to jump in and golf with and replace one of us with the three and or I guess the four that we picked. I mean, I got a champion on. I got a dodgeball champion on my team. I just point that out.
My guy's got a few gold jackets.
My team will not be winning.
Travis,
I'll tell you that.
Happy hitting absolute missiles. That wouldn't be easy for us.
Buttermaker would be getting in your head, and Dewey Finn is just. I
love that.
Yeah. So vibes, good draft. Love the topic. Excited for next set of series of draft. But without further ado, 45 minutes in, great chatting with the boys. Let's hop into Happy Gilmore. Not one, but two Happy Gilmores. Trav, I don't know how you want to take this. I don't know how you want to do it. Talk to us about Happy Gilmore.
I mean, I don't think this really needs much introduction. This is such an iconic movie. We get the follow-up. It's been such a long anticipation for two. I don't remember when we first got the introduction or like announcement that they were doing Happy Gilmore 2, but I know we were jacked. And I'm sure I sent you guys like a tweet or something like, holy shit, they're making another one. And I think for the last year or so, they've had cameos that they've kind of teased, a bunch of other things that they've teased, and I didn't watch a single trailer. I didn't get any like intros or something like that for this movie, and I was pretty pleased with it. So I'm excited to see what the guys think of, comparisons of 1 and 2, the transition, all that stuff. So whoever wants to kick it off on Happy Gilmore 1 or 2, or what they thought of 1 when they watched it, or 2 and comparing it, we're just kind of free flowing.
Yeah, no, I'll hop in here. Happy Gilmore is obviously classic. Definitely one of Adam Sandler's best movies. So how do you hate on it? I don't think you can. The second one does its job as a legacy movie. I mean, there's a lot of fan service in number 2 that number 1 obviously wasn't trying to get, a part of. Like Happy Gilmore is a Adam Sandler, to the bone movie. It's like in his DNA. He based everything that he does now kind of off that script of what he found in Happy Gilmore. Where number 2 is definitely just, cameos. I think that's probably my biggest criticism is the amount of cameos in number 2. But it was enjoyable. I was laughing my ass off the whole time. He definitely nailed it. And it's a great follow-up to current events to bring back something that is everyone's grown up with, especially with the characters that we see in the film. Like, they all grew up with that fucking movie. So it definitely pays homage to it. And overall, it's rewatchable. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone just because everyone already knows about it. So it's like, what's the point there? But definitely is, upper tier Adam Sandler.
I thought they did a good job with Happy Gilmore 2 of a lot of the callbacks that I think if you did not watch, like we obviously all watched Happy Gilmore 1 and 2 in the last few days or the same day, whatever. It's like if you watch Happy Gilmore and you watch Happy Gilmore 2, like there's going to be a little bit of a letdown because you're just never going to match Happy Gilmore. But I think if you just go into Netflix, you haven't seen Happy Gilmore in however long, and you watch Happy Gilmore 2, the amount of callbacks that they have to the movie, like they bring you back up to speed of like how many things are memorable from Happy Gilmore. I think Happy Gilmore has to be the original one is probably one of my most quoted movies of all time. Things that I still say, whether it's Where Were You on that one, dipshit.
Somebody's closer.
Somebody's
I
closer.
rip that all the time.
365 days till next year's hockey tryouts. Just tap it in like
all
you're gonna
hips.
die, clown. Like there's so many things from Happy Gilmore original that are just so iconic that people still say to this day. If you watch them back to back, you're not gonna get. I'd probably recommend not doing that.
I would as well.
If you wanted to get yourself caught up to speed on Happy Gilmore, watch it and then give yourself some time before you watch 2. If you're listening to this right now and you've seen Happy Gilmore, which I hope you have, just watch Happy Gilmore 2 without watching 1 because that I think the viewing experience will be better because there's so many things that we'll call back because it's not ever going to meet the standard of Happy Gilmore, and I think Adam knew that because I think I said on last week's pod or the week before, listen to podcasts with Travis Kelce, listen to podcasts with Dan Patrick, like he wasn't going to release this movie until it hit all the criteria of what he wanted it to and make sure it paid homage to the original. But it's not ever going to stand up to Happy Gilmore, and I don't think you could ever make a movie that stands up to Happy Gilmore in this sense. But in terms of like cameos and people involved, like there are so many fucking people in the second movie. So many people, like from the original, from Adam Sandler's crew, from Adam Sandler's family to athletes to actors to, anybody you can think of is in this movie. And all I wonder is how many people did he have to say no to? Because Adam Sandler is not the guy that's asking these people to be in these movies. He is so well respected and well liked within this Hollywood and famous people culture. They want to be in these movies. You listen to any podcast that's got anybody that's been involved in a Sandler movie, like Travis Kelce. I think I said it before, but he was dying to be in it. Like that is a dream of a kid like us. Like I would love to be in a Sandler movie. So like you get Travis Kelce, you get Reggie Bush, you get Becky Lynch from WWE, you get MJW from AEW or MJF from AEW.
You get Eminem.
You get Eminem, which he doesn't do things like this.
No.
Ever. He doesn't go to concerts outside of Detroit. He doesn't tour anymore. Like you get so many people that you get Kelsey Plum in the WNBA. Like how many people does he have to say no to? That is, I think, the what I took away from it. It's great, very funny movie, incredible callbacks. Happy's chilled out. You get Chubbs, you get Slim. Everybody that was involved in the first one at some point, or their heritage is involved in the second one. So he takes care of those people. He takes care of that plot line, and you get that much more. How many people did you say no to? It blows my mind. This entire movie, the entire crowd at the golf course could have been famous people.
Right. I think my main props would be to all the golfers that jumped in and said, yeah, I'm in, because it made it so current and so relatable. Even if you don't watch golf, the old ones, you should know who Jack Nicklaus is. You should know a couple other ones, maybe even Freddie Couples. I know he's still playing, but that table scene, I know we're kind of spoiling a little bit, but that table scene where they're sitting around there and that meeting was so, as a golf fan, cool to see everybody acting in a Happy Gilmore movie. But to compare them, I think he hits it with, obviously, the first movie the antagonist of being Shooter McGavin, is one of the greatest characters of all time. I think anybody can agree on that. And his acting was it's just phenomenal, being Shooter McGavin in the first one. Where in the second one, he doesn't have to, be that guy in this movie because there's another antagonist. And for Adam Sandler to just nail it on another antagonist in Happy Gilmore 2 with that dude, the guy doesn't miss, man. You can say what you want. You can give it a mid score because you like the first one better, or you can give it high because it's a new movie. But you can't say anything about how he puts movies together and that they're bad. I just you can't.
I completely agree. And I think that number 2 was so enjoyable just from all the people that repraised their roles. And that's outside of Sandler's group of dudes. Like, everyone came back for it. And I think that I am obviously a proponent of saying that Caddyshack is, the greatest golf movie. After watching Happy Gilmore 2, I think Happy Gilmore, in my opinion, just takes the cake. You guys probably already felt that way, but the fact that he got everyone to come back for this movie, got all the athletes, the famous people, icons in the sport to show up in this, just leads credence to how influential Happy Gilmore was over the years.
I think one that we haven't mentioned is, like, you go back to the first movie and such a small role that was played is his original caddy. And I already said it, but he shows up to the first tournament and steals his club and throws the kid down. Like, where are you going with those clubs? He's like, I'm your caddy, Mr. Gilmore. And okay, cool. Like, don't let me do anything stupid. He's standing, he's like Lafferty, Daniel, and Gilmore, Happy. And he's just standing in front of the tee box, right in front of the golf ball. Mr. Gilmore, get out of the way. And just, where were you on that one, dipshit? And something that I think is cool is Will Zalatoris was kind of like I wouldn't say a golden child, but like a pretty damn good young golfer on the PGA Tour.
Borderline prodigy type stuff. He was on his upcoming, like, really good.
Yeah, and he got compared a lot to looking like the caddy from Happy Gilmore. And his game, and like we all are sports guys, we pay attention to golf. Like, Will has kind of been in the fluctuation zone of never really amounting to as much as I think he was hyped up to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually, like, I think the Open, when Scotty just won a couple weeks ago or last week, whatever, I was asking some friends, like, is Will Zalatoris still golfing? Like, where is he? Like, I think he's still on the tour, but he's not been that, that successful to what I think he was hyped up to be. And for him to play the caddy as a grown-up person now in the movie is like, you just got to take your hats off to these athletes that, I mean, the guy is not on top of the world. He's still, again, at the end of it, and I've got a question surrounding this topic too. But to be in Happy Gilmore 2, to play the character that you got compared to, which is funny, like, they're human beings. I thought Will Zalatoris jumping in and playing that character is just extremely funny. Like, it goes back to your point of he doesn't miss. Like, getting Will Zalatoris, who everybody talked about. This movie came out in 1996. Will Zalatoris might be younger than us. I was born in 96. He might be younger. He was, he probably grew up on this movie the same way we did. Yeah. And for him to, and like, that's the whole thought process of, can we get Will Zalatoris to be in this movie? That's not the question. Is how badly does Will Zalatoris want to be in this movie?
Right.
And like, how eager do you think these people were to sign up to play these roles? Like, hats off.
I think it didn't even cross their mind to say no.
No.
Yeah. I agree.
Well, and I'll ask my question too, but like, just I want to just rattle off as many as I can think of. You got Morikawa, you got Will Zalatoris, you got Scotty Scheffler, you got Rory, you got Brooks or Blake Koepka, as some of us know him as.
Schauffele.
You've got Tony Finau, you got Xander. Like, you have 20 golfers on the Pro Tour in the movie.
That's
crazy. playing roles where most of them had lines.
Yeah.
They weren't just there, like they had a
Did not
part.
see Xander coming.
No.
Good, yeah.
My
Bryson.
favorite part of this movie and like the theme of it is basically PGA Tour versus Live. Is you have two Live golfers that were two of the most like controversial Live golfers that went over to make more money as tour golfers.
You're talking about Blake
and Brooks
yeah.
Koepka, yeah. Bryson DeChambeau.
I call him Blake.
And
I call him.
that didn't like it too much.
and exactly Rory, who was not a fan of Live Golf being an
And that's a whole nother layer of this. Is like they could have gone a different route. I think that the deeper you think about it, it might have been missed. But like the whole maxi golf was basically live golf.
100%.
Like this whole plot was live golf tour, but they had two or three live golfers on the American PGA team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that part I thought was we talked about that earlier today, but that part I think they could have gone in a different direction. But the whole plot was live golf versus the PGA Tour. Very not like it's unbelievable. But my question was going back to Happy Gilmore 1. So for those of you that if you haven't heard it and you're listening to this podcast, cheers, because you should watch the goddamn movie. But when Happy gets on tour to get his grandma's house back, and he's finishing low level, he's making $2,100, $3,500, $4,600. They play like every weekend for the most part. Like, how much money do you think a mid to low level tour guy makes a year
right now
just golfing? Because if you're making even at the low end like $2,000 a week, you know that Happy obviously got better, but like. Are they making? I mean, that still feels like if you're on the tour, I think they make a decent living.
I don't think so,
but I don't think it's that great because you got to think about travel.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, correct.
Hotels or Airbnbs for basically your whole crew,
your coach, your training.
Like basically, if they don't make a cut, it's almost like a net loss. I think sometimes.
Yeah.
I think I've seen people lose. They say they lost $100,000 in a season because they just did not golf very good.
Interesting. God. Yeah.
I think golf is such an interesting dynamic when you bring that aspect into it. Like the pros, football, basketball, the big guys, yeah, they pay all that too, but their price point is so much higher. That's guaranteed money for that season. Like you could sign a $50 million contract and suck ass and, 30 million of that's guaranteed no matter what, where these guys actually have to show up to earn, they're living there. And if they don't, then they pretty much have to stop.
Well, the difference too now is like, if we're looking at the live thing, like now we're comparing where those guys sign those contracts for hundreds of millions of dollars versus PGA Tour now. I mean, top guys are making a shitload of money. But my thing is like, what's the difference between this? This is a solo sport. Like, yes, you have a caddy, but you're by yourself. What other sport, like in the top 4, is like this in like the top 1%ers? There's so many scratch golfers and unbelievable golfers that just golf on the weekends and they never make it on any tour. Like,
and they would kick all of our ass.
If they golfed with a normal person, you'd be like, oh my God, how come you're not playing on the tour? But they just wouldn't make it either because of pressure or they still aren't that good. So, I mean, it's just a cool concept of the show, of the movie. And the fact that he gets in is kind of corny, kind of cheesy, but to get to the plot of the movie, you can't do the same, like, weekend in, weekend out to make the cut. But his build up to get ready was hilarious. I think that opening scene of 2, it wasn't really opening scene, but the opening like golf aspect of it, that first round was hilarious through and through all the way to the end.
He's just playing with guys like us.
Yeah. Exactly. It's perfectly relatable.
And losing, Yeah.
Well, and that's so funny because he's judging them like these fuckers, man. Like, and then he gets up there and this guy's doing a Happy Gilmore swing, just bagging on him.
Well, and some of the callbacks that I think are the one on top of my head right now is like early on in Happy Gilmore original. You know, the guy can hit a fucking golf ball, as Chris's brother would say to Trav. He can hit a fucking golf ball. And to that point of like, how did he get on tour? Right, like this guy kind of got like a corny way of on. Like, if you could drive a par 5 to the green, you're going to be on the tour.
Yeah,
because your 3-putt is still going to be birdie. You know, like it's like if Happy Gilmore existed in real life, yeah, he's on the tour. He's going to be able to drive every single green, no matter the par. But callbacks, you know, and one of them, I'm interested to see what other callbacks you guys come up with. But the one that, you know, one of the first ones, and I did not know another cameo, not even a cameo, but one of the lead roles of the movie of Happy Gilmore 2, Oscar's Bad Bunny, did not click with me until Chelsea told me when we were watching.
Lexi told me. I don't know what that guy looks like, but
I knew who he was, and like he played a pretty big role, which is extremely funny,
and he killed it. I thought he
did a great job. And one of the best parts is like you go back to Happy Gilmore 1 when Chubbs finds Happy, which is an incredible scene when Chubbs is teaching the girl how to golf, and she's just hitting the thing off the teeth like 3 inches.
Great job.
Off. He's just flipping magazines and Happy long drive contest. They're earning cash on the side.
See if I can hit it over the highway.
Yeah, and like he goes to the batting cage and just starts taking balls off the chest. And the kid goes in there to do it and just gets rocked and taken out. And like 365 days till next year's hockey tryouts, you know. And he takes the hockey stick out of the parking lot, hitting cans and whatever. Chubbs is trying to coach him up on how to golf. But then you get that callback in the next one, the one that came out yesterday, and they're all, you know, everybody's just getting plunked and getting hit or whatever. And then Oscar goes out there and just starts sliding through, catching them. The last one catches with his teeth. Like everybody's getting rocked by the baseball. Like those small details, like that's where I think the difference in time of watching is like, oh, you're like, okay, yeah, obviously it makes sense they do this. Like here's a little, you know, play on the first movie. But like if I watched number 2 without watching 1 and I watched that scene, like that would have been extremely fucking funny. And it was funny and it was still on par. But that's where it goes to, like, if you could have just watched this blind without just watching the first one, all those memories that would have been coming back to you would have been like that much more than
heightened,
watching back to back.
Well, and it goes to the fact that they just reuse scenes from Happy Gilmore and Happy Gilmore 2, which is fine because they're all flashbacks, right? Yeah. So it's like you can get away with that, and it works in this movie. But to your point, Brendan, watching the first one and then watching the second one right after hurts the second one because all of that is in place, so you don't have to do that.
Yeah,
I think they did a good job too, because I heard this last week with the buildup of 2 coming out that a lot of the plot was going to be around Carl Weathers and Chubbs, and they had to change that up for this new movie. So shout out R.I.P. Carl Weathers, original Chubbs. But I think he definitely didn't miss at this, but the idea of that would have been cool to see. I think a Chubbs kind of themed big role would have been fun to see in 2, but we'll never get that, unfortunately. But would have been cool.
Extremely funny name too for Chubbs' kid to be Slim Peterson.
Yes,
like agreed. Those small details are just like it's Sandler, but Slim Peterson, he's got a wooden hand. Breaks his fucking finger. It's like the
and
first
it's
one.
Even worse of a wooden hand. Like it's holding onto it too, which is hilarious.
How did he say he lost it? Vending machine.
Yeah.
And his famous chocolate chip cookies.
Which, to go back to Happy Gilmore 1 and like another quotable part that you don't get every day where you can say this one like you can, like where were we on that one, dipshit? Somebody's closer. But another quotable thing that I always I love to say whenever given the opportunity or just out of nowhere just to try to throw people off is when Chubbs in the first one, he's asking about his hand. He's like, yeah, hooked my ball down in the rough. Damn alligator bit my hand off. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like those things are so funny. Like that quote is not, you can't just plug that into a conversation.
No.
But I'll never forget that line and how he says it.
Yep.
And I think that just speaks to Happy Gilmore.
With Price is Wrong, bitch. Like,
yeah.
When you use it It hits. But you
So
don't use it very often.
fun fact about that: the podcast I talk about with Dan Patrick, when Bob Barker got asked by Sandler to be in the movie, they were going through that scene where Bob and Sandler are playing on the pro-am together. And it's a pro and a celebrity. And Bob was like, I'm in, but I'm kicking your ass. Like, Bob was very adamant about, like, I'm in on this scene. I'm down to fight, but, like, I'm kicking your ass.
Which is funnier.
Yeah, unbelievable. And Sandler's like, yeah, absolutely. Like, hell yeah, if you're down. And that scene is incredible, too, because that's when we get introduced to Jackass.
Yep.
And Shooter McGavin's dickhead side of the OG of paying a guy to come out to the Pro-Am just to heckle Sandler and Gilmore the whole time. And he's talking his backswing, and he's on the beach. You better get some suntan lotion and a blanket because you're never getting off the beach.
And every time somebody else while you're golfing hits it in a bunker, you think of that scene. At least I do.
Yep. No, they can't get mad at you for saying it either because it's always just, it's a classic. You have to say it.
Yep.
Like, you will not make this putt, jackass.
Jackass. That is also,
yeah.
You have to say it.
And the guy that it's just like an incredible job. He heckles him the whole round, and they get rid of him. And that's what causes Bob and Happy to fight, which I think is also funny. Is like Bob in the movie is completely disregarding the fact that this guy following Happy around and is talking the entire time.
Yeah.
And he's like getting ready to putt, and he just backswing comes forward, and right before he throws, jackass, he's just having a horrible day. And then they just get after it, and they start swinging. And Bob kicks his ass, hits him with like 7 straight lefts, just bop, 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 bop. And then the price is wrong, bitch. And then he chokes him out, brings him down. I think you've had enough. And then gives him the up kick, the soccer kick to the face. Now you've had enough.
Legendary.
Bitch. R.I.P. Bob Barker, too. He's passed away.
I like that the second one actually.
That scene. Like
at the end,
hand grab and that in your backdrop there.
Yeah, and like we get Marshall fucking Mathers, we get Eminem.
That is crazy. I didn't even recognize him
to be the jackass guy in the new movie. Like, I know I already said it, but Eminem doesn't do that shit. Like, he has a song. Did a great job, and he has a song about why he doesn't go to. I know we talk about the Oscars a lot and the Golden Globes, but like the Emmy or whatever the fuck the music industry is.
Grammys.
Yeah.
The Grammys. Like, Eminem doesn't go to that anymore. He doesn't believe in all the bullshit. And you want to bring me here just to, like, use me for, photos and camera footage, whatever. Like, Eminem doesn't do that. Like, he goes to Lions games. He's a Detroit diehard. And, like, Eminem to show up and play, like, a cameo, but, like, lines fighting with alligators, diving in the water.
I mean, you're basically a descendant of a huge character in the first movie.
Well, I like how the second one gives a call out for all those actors that have passed away. Mm-hmm. And then they have a kid, obviously, and then that character is still continuing in some fashion. But the graveyard scene, I really appreciated in this. And it's just so Sandler, man. I can't get over. It's like there are some things in the second one where I'm like, it's kind of cheesy, whatever, and it has to be that way for the way that the plot is set up. But the way that Sandler just makes it so relatable, especially this one, is why I love him, dude. It's why I love his movies. And he is set apart from other directors or producers that don't do that. And regardless of how bad the movie is, it always has that element that brings you right back to it.
What do you guys think of plot comparisons, and which one do you think was laid out better via or versus 1 and 2?
I think 1 is obviously laid out better. But the direction that they picked in the second one is what it needed to be. Because they used so much of the first movie in the second one that if you use that same type of plot in this one, it just doesn't work. So you have to up the ante. but you can't repeat this. You can't have Shooter versus Happy, you know? You have to introduce new characters. And so I think this is really the only route that they could go. I thought they could have handled that a little better, especially towards the end, because I think the movie just continued to do this and then plateaued and then finished. And I think that little plateau part is right at the beginning of the second half. And that's, just a small criticism on my part, but they had to have made Maxi Golf in the second for it to flow together 1-2.
Okay.
I think that it was an impossible task to make a second movie. Like, there was nowhere to go after Happy Gilmore. Like you can keep the characters, you can keep Shooter, you can keep all these people, but like there was no, like, the end of Happy Gilmore of getting the house back, and the homeless guy that's the caddy is part of the crew now in the car. He's always all around. There was nowhere to go, so like to be in the position to make this movie, you knew they had to just come up, like, Happy was going to golf. Why was he going to golf? We don't know, but there was no trail left behind to make a second movie, and it was more, I would assume, like, I'm sure for years. I mean, it was 29, damn near 30 years between these movies. Like, the amount of producers or big movie or big theater, Netflix, big streaming, like, they wanted Happy Gilmore 2. Going back to, like, Sandler was not going to do it without it being the way he wanted it, but like there was no plot. There was nowhere to pick back up. So like to even make the second movie is incredible. So like you're not the plot in one was extremely simple. Very straightforward. Grandma's losing her house, going to a nursing home. Ben Stiller's character, who was also in the new one, incredibly funny. A lot going on. We lost the house. I'm going to go play golf. I can hit a long ball, get it back. Like the second one was all, we have to make this entire thing up. And they played on real life with Live Golf. They didn't have the house. Shooter becomes an ally. There's a whole new enemy. Like they had to create an entire new movie with the same characters. So I don't think they're comparable. And again, we've said it multiple times, like you can't say the second's better than the first, but to be able to make this movie and to have the plot make sense and have it run as well as it did, and all the characters fill in, not like the cameos and the extra people that were newer to the movie, but like the original cast that was in this movie, the plot that they had, and to make it work, I felt had to have been harder than making Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, it's almost like you had to have a plot baby of Happy Gilmore 1. You can't try to outdo it because you never will.
Yeah, great point, Trev. Well, I think it worked just because they reset it. Happy wins the jacket. That's a complete story. Mm-hmm. And then they took it from Happy winning the jacket down and up within the same movie. So especially the beginning, completely took me by surprise that he kills Virginia Bennett with a golf ball to the dome. That's his reasoning for quitting golf, losing, his gusto, and then him working back up, and you get that, the same Happy Gilmore, but him older in life and everything. So them just resetting it and then going from there instead of trying to build off of or pull a story from the first one is what made this movie work.
Mm-hmm. Well, how about just to go into the casting of, like, first off, going to Virginia, tell me I'm crazy, that did not look like the same girl.
Nope. I found that out too. I was like, my jaw dropped. I was like,
we were watching with a group of us at the Airbnb here, and we already knew it was the same, like what she's become. I mean, Modern Family mom or whatever.
Yeah.
Still a smoke show.
Yeah.
Still.
Looks the same age.
Yeah.
But did not look like the same girl. I was like, immediately, yeah. I'm like, you're telling me we did this movie and first thought is like, we couldn't get Virginia back? Like, we have all these people that are back, and his wife, in the movie, like you couldn't get her back, and I had to look it up. Like that is the same fucking girl.
Yep,
It's
was
crazy. Her face looks skinnier. I think that's what threw me.
Yeah,
was that
long hair?
Julie Bowen in the first one is like has a thicker face. I feel like, and then now it's way skinnier in my opinion. But that threw me, and then I started looking it up at that scene. No, I didn't because I did. I keep thinking I was in the theater for this. I've been thinking that all week. Is that I had to go to the theater to watch this movie. But no, I started looking it up at that scene.
Theater would have been good.
I think one of the best casting pieces of this movie was you had Richard Kiel, who played Mr. Larson in the first movie, of, if you forgot, Shooter's ball lands on his boot. And he said, and you can count on me seeing you in the parking lot. And chasing him down. Shooter takes the jacket, but like the casting of his son being Boban Marjanovic, or I probably butchered his name.
No, you got it perfect.
That was fucking unbelievable. Like that was to a T the perfect cast person you could have found. And what's funny, and again, it's like I wish I knew Adam Sandler because Boban was in Hustle. Yeah. In a pretty big role, the people that
I didn't even know that.
Like that was the perfect casting for Mr. Larson's son.
To your point, into that scene, into those characters, one of my favorite parts is the dad in the first one. His shirt is "Guns don't kill people, I kill people."
Yeah,
Boban's character, his shirt is "Where's my hug." He's just super nice. Oh man, and the mom is literally like 5 foot.
Can we talk about
7'5", 7'6"?
Easy 7'4".
Jesus, that's crazy.
Isn't Boban, not to get too off topic, isn't Boban the guy who missed the free throw on purpose for free chicken at the NBA game?
Oh yeah, he's big vibes guy.
He was on the road, and they were down by like 15, and he missed the first free throw, and then the crowd's chanting like, "One more, missed free throw for free chicken." He's looking around. He's like, "You only," and he just bricks it on purpose.
Not a lot of minutes, guy. He knew they were going to lose. Yeah,
that's a legendary guy right there.
Can we talk about John Daly playing himself?
John Daly,
Uncle John Daly.
We hadn't talked about John Daly at all.
Yeah, his tie-in with the booze scenes and the hand sanitizer, hilarious.
Dude, when he's just popping hand sanitizer is like drinking is like that is all time funny.
Yeah. Dude, the amount of locations they hid alcohol in was insane.
Funny.
The cuckoo clock.
Oh yeah,
the cuckoo phone. Clock, I can get behind that. 5 o'clock comes around.
Yeah, another thing that we need to talk about:
the golf
Sandler movie. Peak Sandler, we all know it. This is our third movie, technically third and fourth. Ad placement, product placement, bingo.
Dunkin' Donuts, Subway.
Donuts, another one. Subway
was Cola. Did Subway come out in the new one? Because Subway had to pay premium for what they had in the first one.
Yeah, I don't.
They did an actual promo in the first one. It was just his golf bag in the second.
Well, I think they had like some kind of combo deal now for Happy Gilmore.
Oh, did they really?
Yep. Last week, they Callaway Golf came out with that putter, the hockey stick style putter, for $500.
And it's an Odyssey putter.
Yep, which is Callaway branded.
Oh, I guess it is. Yeah, that's
Odyssey Golf.
Odyssey Golf, shout out! I have an Odyssey putter. I'm trying to think of what else. I know it's fresh in my mind, but I can't. There's so many product placements, but
there's a ton of them. I thought Subway in the first one was the most. Like I was thinking about that while watching. It's like, how much did Subway pay for this?
Yeah,
because Subway got the premium package, and Subway was massive back then.
They probably didn't pay that much back then.
Here's one I want to jump into. Favorite scene from either one. I have my favorite scene. Or let me not say favorite scene. Favorite scene that isn't well known in the first movie, so we don't have to go for the second one. I'll start.
Okay.
It's right in the beginning. It's early in the movie. He's just got done with hockey, whatever. His girlfriend walks out. He's got the Subway. This is what made me think of this. He goes, I got extra meatballs, whatever. How do you not, how can you not stay? And she's just telling him he's a deadbeat. And she's leaving. He's on the little intercom. He's just talking sweet to her. And she denies him. And he's just talking shit. And he comes back. And she's talking to him. And then whatever. And then he hits the last button talk. And he's just licking it and whatever. And there's the kid and the Asian lady. And he Kiss You All Over by Exile.
I wanna kiss you all
song.
over.
Great song.
Over again.
And the fact that he hooks up with the Asian lady is just top tier comedy. I
The-
don't care who
well,
you are.
Yeah, and like I think if we're blind to this movie and you watch it for the first time and she shows up, you just assume he's like, oh god, like lady, get out of here. And then the next
Yeah.
morning you wake up and she's cooking breakfast with the jersey on. Like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
shit is so
Hey, you don't want
funny, bro.
breakfast?
Yeah.
Not to, I don't want to cut you off, Keith, but to add to these, to add to this, not just product placement, also soundtrack. Unbelievable. He nails it.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
time. Go ahead, Keith.
I was just gonna follow you, Trav. With my favorite scene is Ben Stiller. There's a couple of them of warm glass of shut the hell up,
Yeah.
and then now go to sleep or I will put you to sleep.
You're either going to go to sleep or I'm going to put you to sleep. Hilarious.
The fact they brought him back in the second one for alcohol
Yeah.
He's had a
for
rat tail.
AA, dude.
Mhm.
He's got the ponytail, and he's just making him do work on his house and shit.
Yeah. Proper
Yeah.
aging. Great. Just good flow. Good flow.
Oh, Mr. Gilmore.
Well, in the first one too, like another line you missed is like, "Oh, your fingers hurt? Well, now your back's gonna hurt because you just pulled landscaping duty."
And I forgot the premise of that scene, watching it the second time. The fact that he's calling the dude like he's selling these quilts for top dollar. He's making the old ladies make them. Hilarious.
Oh yeah. Well, and I can't remember that. I'm blanking on it. I hope one of you guys could think of it. But like the callback to the lady that
Is screaming.
dives on Happy's windshield, and
Oh,
then
the
he drops
Mista
the AC
lady.
on her. Mista. Yeah, like she's got her own grave making noise there, and him and shoot her like the hell out of here. My favorite scene from the first movie is not. I would say that it's not a small scene, but the best scene for me is the mini putt. Like the mini putt scene is just all time. They're putting. He sucks. He gets to the clowns, hits it perfectly up the tongue. Like, oh, he's having fun. Like we're all having fun. Like and it spits it out. It's like you're gonna die, clown.
Can we talk
Just
about how
whacks his nose
sick
off.
that mini golf course would be?
Dude, unbelievable.
Awesome.
He would have never won the PGA Tour if he didn't go to mini putt, and the
Fact.
tower didn't fall over on the course.
Fact.
Hits
That
the
is
chip
fact.
shot down the earthquake, down the Hollywood sign, and just plops right in.
How pissed would you be if you finally got into that clown's mouth and he spits it back?
Oh, dude. Just hot.
I probably did the exact same thing.
The guy in the first movie, the Grizzly Adams guy. He doesn't say anything in the movie. I don't think outside of Grizzly Adams did have a beard,
Yeah.
but he's always there when Happy's losing his shit. When he throws his putter, he just looks, and he's at
Pro
the mini
golfer.
golf course.
Pro golfer, I forget his name, but he's also in the second movie.
Yeah, but he's just always
I
there
think it's-
when Happy's losing his shit.
I think it's Lee Trevino. Let me look.
While you're looking that up, I'll kind of kick off favorite scene from the new movie. Honestly, and this is maybe just recency bias because it was the back end, but like the putt platform at the end when him and Bad Bunny are on there and they have to jump and move and they toss the putter and the driver up or the wedge up, like that whole scene played extremely well.
Yep.
Yeah, that
His
was
name
great.
Lee Trevino. So
Yeah,
I was correct.
Oh,
Lee
good call,
Trevino.
Trev.
Found at the same time. Good point,
my-
Trav.
My favorite scene is the golf cart where he just gets his swing back. He's chopping it up with Andre, and just drives you right off a fucking cliff. It is so what's the word I'm looking for? So dramatic of it blows up and shit. You're just like, holy shit. And then they're just, it leads them to going through the plot to go to AA. But that scene alone just caught me by surprise of like, oh my God. And then just the flames and the explosion.
Great.
What's
scene.
funny, before Trav, you tell us your scene, is like every time we start talking more about the second one, somebody else gets like, oh, Eric Andre. It's like we didn't even bring him up yet, and he played a pretty big role.
Yep.
Like there's always another person that we haven't talked about yet that was in this movie.
I don't know if this is exactly one scene. It's like a tie-in to two different scenes with Shooter and what's the name of the guy that runs Maxie?
Frank Manatee?
Yep, Frank Manatee. The first time when he throws coffee on his ass or on his face and he burns his eye.
Shooter.
And then when he talks shit back to Shooter, I don't remember what his line is, but it had me rolling. He goes, I'll throw coffee in your face again. You look like Freddy Krueger.
Yeah. The Freddy Krueger comment was hilarious.
I feel like I need to find that line, but go ahead.
I'm just gonna do this. This is gonna be really good podcasting here. I just want to see, the names that we might have missed as we just read off the cast of Happy Gilmore 2. Adam Sandler, Julie Bowen, Christopher McDonald, Benny Safdie. So Frank Manatee, fun fact, I looked him up, the main guy of Maxi Golf. He's not really an actor, he's more of a director producer, and he's involved in the Odyssey. He's involved in if you look him up, he's involved in modern big fucking movie. Like the Odyssey comes out next year. They just released tickets. For that. It's already sold out. Ben Stiller, Bad Bunny, John Daly, Dennis Duggan, Haley Joel Osment, Lavelle Crawford, Jackie Sandler, Sadie Sandler, Sonny Sandler. His whole fucking family's in the movie. Maxwell Friedman, otherwise known as MJF from AEW. You got Steve Buscemi, who's a Sandler guy. Kevin Nealon's a Sandler guy. John Farley, if I'm mistaken, not is Chris's brother.
Yep.
Eric Andre, Post Malone, we didn't talk about. Keegan Bradley, just to name the golfers. Keegan Bradley, Fred Couples, Bryson DeChambeau, Tony Finau, Ricky Fowler, Jim Furyk, Sergio Garcia, Brooks Koepka, Rory McIlroy, Colin Morikawa, Jack Nicklaus, as Billy Football would say, Jack Nicklaus. That's what PMT Jack Nicklaus is what Billy Football said. Xander Schauffele, Scotty Scheffler, Jordan Spieth, Justin Thomas, Lee Trevino, Bubba Watson, Will Zalatoris, Travis Kelce, Nick Swartzen, if you missed him.
Insane.
Nick Swartzen was in the boot up the ass commercial. He was the guy.
I wish we could add more Nick Swartzen. I will say.
I know, but it's like the fact that he got in with all these people is like he still got in. Eminem, Robert Smigel, John Lovitz, Rob Schneider was in there. Dan Patrick, another big role. Stephen A. Smith, we didn't talk about. Chris Berman, Reggie Bush, Becky Lynch, Nikki Garcia. Boban Marjanovic. You look at this list and you could just every single name on here you could just keep Paige Spiranek, you could just keep going. You can't, and my wife, of course, the one who Alex Earl, I don't know who she is, but she must be big. Guy Fieri was in the movie, guys. If you missed that, Guy Fieri was big in the movie.
That's
Chris Chelios. Yeah, I know. I didn't know.
Chick.
Chris Chelios was in the movie, guys. If you missed him, he was also involved.
I missed a lot of these people. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, it's absolutely insane when you're just scrolling through this list. You're like, you don't even remember these people. Like, I did not know Reggie Bush was 8-ball in the Maxi group. Like,
I got that right away. I don't know why, but I just was like,
Bobby
that's
Lee,
Reggie Bush.
Bobby Lee, Andrew Santino. Like, it's the longest list of names, and it's like
Sean Evans,
every movie probably has this, and I'm sure I skipped over some of the people that I personally didn't know, but like, it's just unbelievable. Like, most movies have this, but you can't name 25 people that are like world.
Well, they're mainly extras, man, and he just used famous people as his fucking extras,
and they want to be in.
Yep.
Think about the money that a different type of movie would have to pay to have this type of amount of extras.
You can only get two. You can only get two of them.
At tops 5 for like 5-second cameos.
I bet they didn't.
Talking long enough for each of them to know who they are. For sure.
I don't think they paid them.
They couldn't have. There's no way.
I'd fall on the sword of thinking that these people probably didn't ask for any sort
I
of
think
payment.
Netflix paid a lot of money for this movie to Sandler.
Yeah.
I think the sponsors and any ad placement paid a lot of money. So I wouldn't be surprised if they did pay them, but they're not going to pay them the asking rate that they would for anybody else.
No.
Well, I think they paid Sandler, and then
Sandler's
he split it up between everyone. Or just favors. Like, he's so well liked in Hollywood. The amount of connections that he has probably was the bulk work of getting everyone involved here.
Sure. What do you guys think? How does it work with Netflix versus theaters and budget versus income? I mean, is it based on new watchers, or is it based? How does the revenue share work for these deals?
Total watches and the amount of traffic that they get, and then obviously the ad placements and everything. But it would be the amount of views that they're getting opening weekend. It would be similar, but just smaller scale, because I would assume the production cost, and you're not paying to have your movie go to big screen and everything, is less.
They have to have something where they pay. If someone literally signs up for Netflix and the first thing they watch is Happy Gilmore 2,
right? That's the type of
throws a little.
That's the type of stuff I'm looking
there.
for. And also, like, what's the difference between doing it this way versus box office? And is it risk management to know that Netflix is paying you up front? Because it's Happy Madison, like, he's obviously involved in that and the production of it. So he's getting it for being an actor, for being producing part of it. What's the math behind being on Netflix versus box office? I'd like to know that. I don't really know.
Yeah,
I have.
Those are great questions. No, great questions. But you also think about the licensing that Netflix gets to Amazon's going to pick this up at some point. Once it runs its course through Netflix, like, they're going to be whoring this thing out to everybody, so that it's on their streaming platforms too.
Well, also, Happy Gilmore 1 is exiting Netflix on the 31st of July.
But I don't think they have the rights to that one like they do this one. Unless they bought it that I don't know about. Yeah.
Yeah, so where's that going? And what's, it's probably a new deal for Happy Gilmore 1 where he makes a shitload of money. I mean, Sandler, he's a genius. He's a comedic genius. He's a business genius. And if you're selling him short on anything, you're an idiot. That's all I have to say.
I think the bag from Netflix has to be more than what he would make in the theaters, because I think theaters have come back, and I think that for them to own the rights of this movie and Netflix is the movie to do it, I think Netflix had to pay a lot of money to get him to do it, and I think it would have been less money if they did it in Hollywood.
Well, what was that, the budget, or that's what he got paid? I'm pretty sure the $275.
I'm unable to see what you're sharing, so if someone wants to commentate it.
Happy Gilmore 2 budget revealed. Adam Sandler's $275 million Netflix deal powers golf comedy sequel. So Netflix paid, just for you geese, Netflix paid Adam Sandler $275 million.
Right, for 4 movies.
Yes. I don't know what the budget for this movie was. I don't know what.
I saw Crit's screen. Crit's screen said $30 million budget for this.
That's not that much.
No, that's cheap as fuck.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
So those guys definitely just did it to be in a Sandler movie, which is Gilmore 2. But that goes back to my comment before, where I'm saying that Happy Gilmore, the original, is the greatest golf movie ever, because what it has led to in Happy Gilmore 2 to get all those people on that movie.
Dude, I'm watching. It just ended Apple TV. It's called Stick. It's Bryce Cahill, who would have been in my golf cart if I was competing, but it's a TV show, not a movie. Owen Wilson, and the whole premise of the movie. And you have to imagine the movie the TV show got released because of Happy Gilmore 2. It's the same plot. Like, Bryce Cahill is a former golfer. He finds a kid that's at the driving range and brings him in to teach him to get on the tour. Like, this movie has transcended 30 years and it's not going anywhere. And Happy Gilmore 2, I'm probably going to watch it again tonight because I want to get I don't want to watch it right after the first one again. So we'll see.
What do you guys, what do you think Adam Sandler's net worth is?
At least $10.
Yeah. He's got to be getting close to the 600 million range.
Really? That's a big number.
Yeah.
Well, with inflation.
125 million.
No,
no.
Brendan, that's a piss poor guess.
Time out. Let me guess again. $275 million deal. 415.
Ooh. 420 million in 2020. So Trav,
yeah.
so 5 years from there.
5 more years, he's got to be closer to maybe even closer to 700.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't see the second part of that until I said it.
Since COVID, I mean,
Net worth in 2025 is around 430 million. But that's just
2020
AI.
was before the $275 million deal with Netflix.
Other sources suggest his net worth is closer to 800 million. That sounds about right.
He's got to be close to being a billionaire.
20 million per film, with additional earnings from box office profit shares.
And he produces these films that they're having.
Yeah, dude, it's all in house. He is mega mind. It's crazy his success.
I hope he never stops. I really do, and I don't think he doesn't necessarily need to be in the movie for it to be funny.
I think he does.
That's what I mean. Like, he's not even in these movies. Like, he's not in some of these movies. Like Joe Dirt.
Yeah,
he's not in those movies. Like, it's crazy. Some of the movies he's not even involved in.
That's what I'm saying. I think they could start plucking some of these up and coming comedic talents. And I mean, if he did a movie with Shane Gillis as his lead, in the success of Tires, and make it on Netflix, I feel like it'd do unreal numbers.
There's no way that him and Shane Gillis aren't familiar. Like, not that they don't know who each other are, but there's no way they don't know each other. You know, like Shane Gillis fits the mold for these movies, and
Adam Sandler was the highest paid actor in 2023. 73 million.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And you got Timothy Chalamet and Pedro Pascal, who are literally in every single movie and TV show that come out anymore.
That was 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think.
Still,
I think
this is 1996.
It's worth it to keep paying him top dollar, although he probably is saying, "I don't need it. I'm doing this for fun," because he's going to keep doing it to keep his boys happy, to keep his family happy, and to keep us happy. So, like, I feel like he might lose a little bit of it, even though he's not a greedy bastard. You got to keep.
See, I don't think he will because of who he is. Like, his movies have generated more than $3 billion in ticket sales, and he's still producing classics.
Yeah.
There's some, throwaways here and there, and they don't land. But the fact that he's got this amount of engagement with Happy Gilmore 2, and he's still the legend that he is at this point in his career, he's not changing. This dude doesn't even dress up for red carpet events. Like, he is that guy. Yeah.
And that's why, like, I know it's crazy because, like, this feels like the end of the Sandman series type of episode, but we still have another one. And, like, I really hope that we get one of these movies that are newer. Like, I want
Uncut Gems would be good.
Uncut Gems, Hustle. Like, I want one of these movies that are not in the realm of Sandler for just like we've seen them, right? Maybe you guys haven't watched Hustle and Uncut Gems. I don't know if you've seen them both. Sandy Wexler, like, I want to get one of those because, like, I think it would just if you haven't seen, have you guys seen Sandy Wexler?
No, I haven't.
So, like, that movie, like, I'm telling you, like, it just gives you this whole other, and, like, you get it with Uncut Gems, you get it with Hustle. It just gives you a whole nother, like, you still get Sandler, but, like, it gives you a whole nother, like, you can't believe that's him, like, this is his movie. Like, he's doing it. Like, I hope that that's what ends up happening at the end of this pod, because it's just a whole. And then again, if we get fucking Billy Madison, if we get all these things, like I'm cool.
You can't go wrong.
But it's just like to think the fact that he has the scope of work that he has and how he's still doing it and he's doing new things at 30 years later. It's just, you can't compete. Like, and I think when you talk about, and we're going to probably do it at some point, best actors, actresses of all time, and like Adam Sandler, it's not a name that usually gets thrown in that conversation. I don't understand how he couldn't be.
Right. And going back to the first movie, like, he couldn't even act so good that he acted shitty in the Subway commercials in the first movie. And it's perfect acting because he's not an actor. He's just a hockey player that turns out to be or wannabe hockey player that ends up being a good golfer.
Not a golfer. He's a hockey player.
No.
Yeah.
No.
He says that multiple times.
What team do you play for?
Right. I just had a thought. How about the thought and predictions of where these movies are going to go? And I know I need to do my list. I need to go through the movies we've watched and throw it up on the Google sheet. Where are these going to go on our top of our lists? Because they are that good of movies. Even Jack and Jill. Like, just because it's an Adam Sandler movie, like, what kind of bias do we have, or what kind of, like, are these movies that good because they're Adam Sandler? Are they going to go above some of the top movies that we've watched? I'm excited. Obviously, we don't have to go through it, but when we're all done, all said and done, going through Adam Sandler, like, how well it is.
I'm interested. No, I'm interested because
that's a good point there.
I've got a running list that I know you guys haven't. Literally, if for those of you listening, we have Google Sheets with all of our names, and there's passwords and emails on Geese's tab, and Trav has literally nothing on his tab, and then mine actually has a ranking, and then I kind of fall off, but I've got the movies on the side, and I need to catch up. But Top Gun Maverick for me is always going to be the top, but like Adam Sandler is going to crack the top 3. We've watched, this is episode 15. We've got 19, we got 4 banked. One of the movies in my top 3, we never released the episode. Maybe it comes out, maybe it doesn't. But like Adam Sandler, the bias is going to play a role, but Adam Sandler's, I don't fucking know, man. He's the best.
There are no more words. And I'm excited.
No.
I am excited for this next one, like you're saying, Brendan, like whether it's one we've seen, it's new or old, like it would have been a good one to wrap it up with Happy Gilmore, but I'm excited to do one more just to show his wide range.
Well, I also think that this episode is definitely like a fun one to listen to because it's not a scene by scene, and like we can get away from that, but it was a shop talk.
Yeah.
You got you got an iconic movie. They brought it back. It's fucking Adam Sandler. It's Shooter McGavin. It's Happy Gilmore. Like, I'm glad we got one more two to really dive into a movie because we kind of just chopped back and forth between two, talked about cast, talked about him, life, his his whole family's in this movie. Like his wife, we talked about last week, is in tons of movies as a cameo. Like she's never a big role, but it's so funny that he and I bet the conversation is like she probably doesn't even need or want to be in these movies, but he's got this little role. Like, hey, come on, honey. Like, we got, you're the flight attendant on Murder Mystery for 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes. You're in Happy Gilmore 2. This is my most iconic movie. You're going to be in the second one. Like, getting them all involved, it's like he's literally just having fun. Yeah. And I don't know how many people at the stage of Adam Sandler, of how big he is, can say that they're just always just having fun.
Adam has another movie coming out this year. It's called Jay Kelly. It's in post-production. And he was a producer on a movie called Kind of Pregnant at the beginning of 2025 in February. He's got 3 movies this year. He had Spaceman last year. He had 4 movies in 2023, 3 movies in 2022. He had 4 movies in 2020. This dude is a producing machine.
It's going to be a bad comparison. It's going to be a bad comparison. You know what? I won't even go there. I'll just pivot to Jay-Z. He's like the Jay-Z of rap music. Like Jay-Z turned into a businessman, stopped making music. He's Kevin Durant is signed to Rockstar Records, like Rockstar, whatever it's called for agents. He's got his agency. Jay-Z does. He got out of the music and just got bigger than music. Adam Sandler still acts though, and is also doing all this extra shit. That's what's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
he's
like, it's like if Michael Jordan was still playing basketball right now. And scoring 40.
Yeah.
Jay Kelly has
I was
George
gonna say-
Clooney in it.
yeah.
I was gonna
Pull-
say.
pull that
I was
up,
gonna
Crit.
say. I was gonna say he's kind of like Diddy because Diddy did the same thing, but Diddy's not a guy we want to hype up here, and he's
No.
not an Adam Sandler guy.
No.
Jay-Z is a
I'll
good
try.
second.
Last time I lagged out when I shared this damn screen.
Yeah. So this is the one coming out later this year.
Famous movie actor. Jay Kelly, devoted manager.
Once again, I
working on
cannot see it.
Whirlwind and
I don't know why I can't. My technical difficulties. I just have
Probably
three
part.
dots running across my screen.
it's probably part of
Oh,
my connection
man.
too.
Isla Fisher, smoke show.
Yeah.
Are you guys
Like-
on the same page as me? Trav, do you know who Isla Fisher is?
I'm looking at three dots on a gray screen, you guys.
Can I just now you see me? Wedding Crashers.
Wedding
red hair,
Crashers, Jeremy's girlfriend,
give me
the little
the
clingy
spelling.
one.
Isla Fisher, exactly the way you'd spell it. You know her.
I mean, I
Uh,
don't know.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. But final thoughts. Happy Gilmore 1, Happy Gilmore 2, guys. We've covered a lot. We've covered a lot of nothing. What any last words for the Happy Gilmore conclusion here?
I guess bad note I got was in the first one. He says somebody's closer, and then he said somebody's
Yeah,
further.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he corrected his grammar. I thought that was hilarious. So fuck you, buddy.
But yeah, just like I wish he would have just said somebody's closer at the end, or in the second one. So
Aren't we waiting for geese to talk?
Chris was just talking. Are you like? Can you
I
not hear
can't.
anything?
I can't hear Crit.
oh, I was like, what? He keeps interrupting
Chris
me.
was talking.
I see a
You actually
blank,
waited.
I see a blank screen, and I can't hear his ass. So
Okay, well,
let
Chris
me
got a
know when
good
he's
thought
done.
out.
And if
Dude, I thought you were pulling a joke on me. I was like, you guys fucking with me now?
I didn't know what was going on between you two. I was like,
I will
what the
tell
fuck
you.
is we
I will
talking
tell you. I can't see him or what he does or what he's saying. So if he has a question for me or saying anything to me, let me know.
All right, then I'll just stop talking. It's over.
He just said he wishes that Happy would have said somebody's closer again instead of somebody's further. Yeah. Well, tough. And we were all waiting for Alex to talk. So Alex, final thoughts.
I've lost my train of thought. Happy Gilmore continues to be the classic. It always is. Happy Gilmore 2 is the perfect legacy movie to bring in, people that grew up with the movie and new viewers alike. And I'm pumped for Adam to continue fucking this shit up, man. He's got another movie coming out this year. Looks like he's on a 3-banger-a-year stretch that, I'm pumped to see what he comes up with.
It sounded like you were reading off a Chat GPT prompt there for a second.
Show us your
No.
screen.
Show us your knockers.
I think it was another good Sandler-esque film with cameos, plot, and everything. A good follow-up. I know he's already done a couple different like sequels and whatever in series. But for an iconic movie like Happy Gilmore, this was a really good job of wrapping it up and throwing another one on there. I don't know if he'll ever do a third. I would doubt it. I don't think any time in the near future would be smart. I think The Gap was awesome and hilarious. And I think if it got to the point where we were in our 40s, mid 40s, and he came out and he somehow was old and came out with another one, that would be the timing to do it. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I actually laughed out loud. I typically don't. I mean, I usually do a little giggle, but laughing out loud to movies is, getting me going. So I really liked it. Good cameos, good scenes, good plot, good antagonist, really good theme with the kind of live versus PGA type stuff that's been going on recently. So yeah, loved it.
Yeah, I don't have anything really to add. I mean, I wonder how many people our age when we were younger, because not all of us, two of us were born in '96 when Gilmore came out, and we watched that movie young. We've watched it plenty of times. How many kids now or younger generations are gonna turn on Happy Gilmore 2 and then go
All
find
of
Happy
them.
Gilmore 1? You know, like it's cool to see the fact that it's been so far spread out that there's going to be that gap of like they think this is funny, the pure enjoyment they get out of this movie without knowing the first one, and like if they're out there and this is now or years from now and you go watch the old one and then you're like, oh, the second one was way better because it's newer, there's better graphics, there's more people, like the perspective on it's going to be crazy. But you just Happy Gilmore as a character is probably on the Mount Rushmore of movie characters of all time. So
For
shout
sure.
out to Sandler.
Yeah.
Glad they ran it back. Glad we were able to plan the fact that we're going to do a Sandler series during the time that this is happening and doing a double feature on Gilmore 1, Gilmore 2. And I know we didn't break it down scene by scene like we normally do. Honestly, hope we get away from that. It's more fun just to shoot the shop like this. And this was kind of a trial episode and thought it went well. It was fun. But Happy Gilmore 1 and 2, you got to watch them both. You have to. And maybe watch 2 first. I don't really care. But the Happy Gilmore episode is over, guys. Spoilers all around. Not really spoilers for what happens in the movie. We didn't go break it down scene by scene and ruin the whole movie for you, but we definitely tell you who's in it. We tell you what to expect and how it relates to the first one. But we've got one more episode to do on The Sandman. And we have talked about a little bit earlier, we want it to be a little bit of a different spin, but we have no hope. We did cheat last week, so I guess everything I'm saying is bullshit because we made it land on Happy Gilmore. But we are not in charge of the wheel. We are not in charge of the wheel gods, the movie gods up there that picked the movie for us. But we've got one more Sandman to do, and we are going to roll into the wheel to figure out how we're going to set the season or the series finale of Adam Sandler. Heading over to Critter on the wheel. We've got $8 in the pot. The wheel spins are hot and ready, like Little Caesars. And we've got some oldies. We've got some new ones. We've got some, we got mostly comedies, but a lot of different options we can go. I'm not sure how the Sandler series is going to round up, but I don't think we can go wrong because this guy's a dog. So without further ado, looking at my screen, I'm going to go from myself at the bottom up to the top to Crit on picking the wheel. This would be $12 in the pot because there's 8 right now. This would be an extra dollar added to the wheel. I am going to predict that we are going to, just because I saw 2 of you say you never saw it, I don't even see it on the wheel. I hope it's there. If it's not, I'm an idiot. Sandy Wexler. Geese, you are next on my
It's
screen.
on there.
I'm gonna go Wedding Singer.
Wedding Singer, Sandy Wexler, Trav, you're the next up. Then it goes to Crit.
Wheel he can't see.
Trav can't see the wheel. Trav, just think of any Adam Sandler movie that you can think of that we haven't watched already, besides Waterboy.
Sorry, I was muted. Gonna go with Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems is on the wheel. That'll be good.
Oh, wow.
Critter, round us out here.
All right, I'm going to go with anger management.
Anger
I
management.
got some anger management vibes in Happy Gilmore too, and the
That's a good
Alki meeting.
pick.
Yeah,
You call
oh, yeah.
yourself Alkies.
Yeah.
That would be a good one to me. That would be a good one for me because I feel like it's another one that I know I've seen, but have I sat down and watched it start to finish? I don't even know.
All right.
Spin the
Let it
wheel.
roll.
Let's do it. Episode 4, Sandman finale.
Big surprise
Trav.
to me because I cannot see the wheels.
Oh, Uncut Gems. No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna do the same thing.
Jennifer
Yes.
Aniston in
Yes.
Sandman again.
Just go with it, Trav. Ends up winning Palmer. Extremely hot. Nothing else to say about that, but Palmer, Brooklyn Decker, I think is the actress. Very hot. Maybe if you get time, maybe on the side, you know, we all chat. We chit-chat on the text, and we talk about Hustle. We talk about Sandy Wexler. We talk about Uncut Gems. Maybe we watch another one. We watch 2 of them, and we have a little bit of a chit-chat, you know, at the beginning and the end of the podcast of a different Sandler film. Whatever we want to do to round out the Sandler series. But Sandman episode 4 coming at you next week. Just go with it. And we, you know, it's funny because Just Go With It is going to be falling in the same category as a dynamic duo of Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston, but a comedy romance in 2011. You just can't go wrong with any of his movies, but when you get a chance to look at Jennifer Aniston, I mean, fuck, dude. Come on. Good for him. Good for us. Sandman series finale coming to an end next week, guys. Hope you enjoyed the Happy Gilmore episode. I know we didn't break it down one by one for you today, but definitely a fun episode for us. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Go watch Happy Gilmore 1. Go watch Happy Gilmore 2. Iconic movie remade. Not even remade, but the sequel coming into Happy Gilmore 2 on Netflix. And excited to wrap things up and Just Go With It. And we're also excited because I'm going to go watch a couple more movies out in theaters this week. I know we've got a Scream Unseen on Monday. For you guys listening right now, it's this last Monday. You guys are going to see it. Geese, you're going to PG. You got something to say.
I got Fantastic Four tomorrow.
Fantastic Four tomorrow, guys. And for you guys listening, that would be last Sunday. But we're excited to hype them up for you because if you haven't gotten out and seen the movie in theaters since we started doing this, you are a psychopath and you need to be checked. Get in your butt in seats. Go to the recliners. IMAX, most of them don't have the recliners, so I wouldn't go to those, but they are cool. IMAX is fun, but Dolby, Laser, AMC, Regal, your local theater. Back home, it used to be called The Rave. I don't know what it is now. It's probably an AMC because they got the monopoly on it. But when you guys get there or you sit down on your ass and you watch Happy Gilmore 2 with Adam Sandler, Bob Barker, Up in the Clouds, it doesn't matter. And you pop that popcorn in the microwave, you get your stovetop pan going, you get the butter on there, you get the salt on there. Maybe you go to the theaters like we've been preaching you to do because the deals are endless. And it's always a good time. They got the specialty buckets, which I still need to get one. But guys, get your popcorn, get your soda, and when you go over to the button on the machine and you go in the refrigerator to grab that blue or pink butter from when we were back home, don't forget your extra butter. We'll see you next time.
Extra, extra butter on the corn for me. Extra, extra butter. I hope they don't charge a fee. But it won't matter anyway. I got a good movie to play. I'm gonna ask my friends to stay extra butter for me.